Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we're going to go again. This is take 2. The first take was for 1 minute 44 seconds, and I was trying to explain to you what I planned on doing today. Okay, I'm going to do a past, present and future reading, but we're going to have a look at what we've been purging out. It's really, what do we need to clear to make way for union? So we'll have a look at what we have cleared through, what we're currently clearing through, and then look into the future and see what still needs addressing in the future. Okay, I've got a selection of cards. I'm going to tell you what I'm using as we go along. At the moment I'm shuffling the we'll keep that one for the past energy, the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Tarot, and we've got Victim that's come out. So what we've been clearing through is our victim archetype. I want to say that. Okay, I was going to use the, what's with the take there? Ten of Swords. Keep seeing that a lot. Ten of Swords. So we've got the victim card that's come up. It's from the heart chakra. Do I say feeling sorry for ourselves? How about we look at ourselves as being survivors rather than victims? Okay. Let's see what the Everyday Tarot wants to say about what's gone on in the past, what we've cleared through, what we've been working on. Justice. If you've been victimised, then this is understanding that you don't need to seek revenge or validation from outside of yourself within this victim. So, within this victim. Justice here is balancing out the scales, or has balanced out the scales, for the legacy. So it looks like we've worked through our victim issues. The Hangman, maybe not the Divine Masculine. Yeah, it looks like the Divine Feminine has worked through her victim issues. She's a survivor. The Divine Masculine's still in victim mode. That's what it feels like. So we have the victim. Now, this tells a story about them both being sneaky. Okay, so Justice here is looking at the victim. Okay, let's have a look at your case then. That's what they're saying. Do you really have a case? Are you both as bad as one another? Well, it's been cleared for the legacy, the Ten of Pentacles here. But seeing as the Divine Masculine is still in the Hangman mode, becoming enlightened, so he's still in this, he's like pause. It's like freeze frame. Feels like a deer in headlights. Startled. Okay. And then we have the Divine Feminine. Now she's actually looking back. She is there. She's in the well. She's in the victory. It feels like a victory wreath. Okay. And she's ready to move on to soar. If you can see, she's by the eagle there. So she's ready to soar. Okay, we're going to carry on just on this past energy, because it feels as if the Divine Feminine's left this victimhood in the past. It's affecting the Divine Masculine's manhood. Victim. A green acorn. I am not a victim. I choose to do what I am doing. The legend. Green acorn is asked to star in a fable by Kelly, the Green Dragon. He was promised top billing, but in the end he says his best work never made the final edit. Now he doesn't even have a speaking part. Okay. This isn't the card that I thought it was. I thought that this was the card where the acorn was stolen for the competition. It's not. I'm not going to do a take 3. Oh. Okay. I feel like the Divine Masculine doesn't have a speaking part. He feels like he doesn't have a part in this. So Green Acorn is asked to star in a fable by Kelly the Green Dragon. He was promised top billing, but in the end he says his best work never made the final edit. Now he doesn't even have a speaking part. He feels betrayed by Dragon, but Green Acorn is not resentful, being in the fable landed. him a job on display at the museum. He insists he is content, but we can see denial and underlying anger. Interesting. Inspiration. The green acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. Divine Masculine, you're like in denial here. Still. Pause. Starstruck. I said about a deer in headlights. Okay. Or rabbit. I'm going to stick with a deer. Feels like it's very much a dear John. Okay, well there's a legacy here, isn't there? If we have a look at this properly, there's a legacy here. And Justice is looking at the victim card. And I feel as if the Divine Masculine knows he had a part to play in this, and he will always remember that. But actually having a speaking part now, I don't know, because there's a resentment and anger that's coming through that it said. But we can see denial and underlying anger. Maybe not resentment then. Okay. The inspiration, the green acorn indicates that being in denial may be holding you back. To move forward, you must make an honest assessment of your situation. Personal inquiry. How are my actions connected to my inability to create breakthroughs? Am I willing to make new choices in order to grow? Okay, the acorn grows into a beautiful oak tree. Key ideas: feeling blocked, blaming others, past resentment, deluding yourself, potential for greatness. Keywords: growth, breakthrough, and empowerment. Okay, so Divine Feminine, congratulations. It looks like you're over this. Divine Masculine, denial showing up. See yourself sitting in a cinema. Okay, let's put down the card then. See yourself sitting in a cinema. As the movie begins, you watch a scene from your life about a dream that never came true. Maybe you'd wanted a promotion, a new house, a relationship, something you were promised that did not come to pass. Allow yourself to feel the disappointment again. Now rewrite the scene. How does your fable end? It's so funny, because I'm seriously picking up on a totally different card with that energy. I'm actually going to see. It might come up, but... Oh, it was trickery. It is Kelly the Green Dragon. The tempter is as guilty as the thief. Okay. Now, Squirrel is with... Okay. Who's in the victim card? I don't know, because Squirrel's there, but it doesn't talk about Squirrel. Squirrel does have the acorn. The trickery card's about it being a competition. Kelly the Green Dragon has one jumbo-sized acorn. I'm going to read this while I hold this card up. I have to, because it just keeps taking me to this message. Okay. Kelly the Green Dragon has one jumbo-sized acorn to get him through winter. Squirrel spies the huge acorn and decides he just has to have it to win the forest annual acorn contest. To tempt Kelly, he fills a basket with rocks and scatters the tiny acorns he has collected on top. Kelly feels the weight of the basket and steals it, allowing Squirrel to grab the single acorn. But they both lose. Kelly now has less food, and Squirrel is disqualified from the contest for cheating. Okay, Divine Masculine, you have to have your energy like completely... You can't be a cheater, okay? You can't, like... I'm going to say to you, you can't have the best of both worlds. There is this new enlightened path, or there is the path of victimhood and trickery. Okay. Well, I hope it all flows a bit better than getting that message out. Where are we going from here? Okay, we'll go with the Rider-Waite, and let's see if we can clarify Divine Masculine and Hermitage. So it's picked up on the scene here because it's told you to imagine, you know, yourself in a scene. the Hermit. A scene where you lost what you once wanted, and to feel that disappointment again. Divine Masculine, you've got to let go of past disappointments. It's feeling like you're a victim. Okay, so we've got the Hermit. And behind the Hermit is passion. Look, he's not turning round. Divine Masculine, turn round. The universe is offering you this opportunity. The opportunities of passion, adventure, your dreams coming true, fairy tales, or whatever your movie looks like to you. Just make sure it's a good one. So there is so many signs coming in behind your back, Divine Masculine, and you're not seeing it. You're like caught. Like, instead of looking up into the light, it's like you're going to get run over. Freeze. So I feel it's the fight and flight or freeze, okay, situation. Fight, flight, freeze. Just going to freeze. Okay. He has got the wand. He's being enlightened. So even though he's not letting on, he has got the wand here. That looks like what he's looking at. I actually feel like the Divine Masculine kind of goes, boom. Who has a wand like that? I don't know, I was taken to like Thor, but okay, I'm not sure. Someone has a lightning. It's like a staff that it'll be a wizard, won't it? Okay, and then we have, moving on from previous pain, heartache. Divine Masculine, this is still you who needs to work on this. Divine Feminine looks like she's worked through trickery and being a victim. Ooh. There you are, Divine Masculine, needing to find your stability. I do still feel this is current, guys. Even though we're looking into the past, it's just making it apparent that the Divine Feminine has worked through this. The Divine Masculine is still working through this, or working through this now. Angels of Light card. Surrender. Whatever you resist in life persists. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all the resistance of your ego, the inner conflict and struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so that they can flood your life with higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, that's why you've been pulled out, Divine Masculine, you connect here. You're not allowed to move until really you see the light. You can see that the Divine Feminine surrendered. Okay, so when you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all the energy you have been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in, and then allow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that the angels will support you at all times. Okay, Divine Masculine, here is your affirmation. I surrender to the flow of life. Okay. Let's get some random cards. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. It's 11:33. Okay. Let's have a look at this past energy. What needs to pass. This too shall pass. Divine Masculine. SOS and Dragon. Call on your dragon, because we've got Kelly, the green dragon here. Call on your what? Your dragon. It does feel like you're dragging yourself. As the door slams. The wind. SOS Dragon, your dragon spirit energy will be able to help you. So we've got Kelly the green dragon that's shown up. Okay, SOS. Feels like you've got to save yourself. You're a survivor. A survivor of spirit. Husband. Why is the husband card? Oh, because we said about you being a cheater. Yes. Okay, trickery. So let's have a look at... you can't be with your divine feminine if you're married to someone else. Can you? No. Okay. Mr. Know-it-all. You know that. I feel that actually you know too much now. And you wish you didn't know. So I feel King of Swords, too much in your head. You've got Mrs. Encouragement here, the Divine Feminine. So the Divine Feminine's leading the way. She is encouraging you, Divine Masculine. She's got her eye on you. Well, she can't really see you because you're hanging around the other way, but she knows. She knows that you're suspended. You've been suspended? Okay. I'm going to go to the, if we look at the bottom, let's look, what's it say? You know too much now. Okay. You can never know too much, can you? So let's check out the first message. There's 3 messages that are in the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. I'm going to check out the first message for the past position. Witch at the end of the world, an important end and a new beginning. That's your important end, Divine Masculine, because you have to wrap up your cycles before you can move into this victory reef like the Divine Feminine. Looks like it's Divine Feminine's there. It's just waiting for you now. Card number 45. Witch at the end of the world. I felt this is which way do you go? It could be... there is a witch, she could be a dragon, okay, like stopping you from moving on, which would be, you know, this victimhood, trickery, cheating. So, 45, let's read the first message. I think it's the last card in the book. Would be, wouldn't it? Witch at the end of the world. Okay, so let's read about the witch at the end of the world. Storms fly about her. Electricity whips. Crack. Electricity whips. Okay. I'm not sure if this is a great energy. Okay, this could be what's holding the Divine Masculine back. This witch who's waiting for him at the end of the world. Okay. Storms fly about her. Electrical whips crack through the heavy air with their bites of fire, and she sits among them, hugging her hourglass, holding everything together, till the force creating the change has done its work. When the witch at the end of the world makes her appearance in a spread or divination casting, you will know that something's time has come. There can be no more delaying, for the change has begun. So the best thing for you to do now is prepare for this change. Find solutions to challenges that will come up when the change comes. You will be fine, by the way, and all will be well. But there will be a time of seeming chaos and difficulty. If you are prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end, the little witch's countdown will not affect you, as it will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at their inevitable approach. So the Divine Feminine, you can see how she got through. Okay, she was prepared and ready to let go and change and let something end. And the little witch's countdown will not affect you, as it will affect others who refuse to acknowledge that changes are coming and become fearful at their inevitable approach. Divine Masculine, you know this is coming. Okay, that's why it's challenging. You have to surrender. There is nothing to fear but plenty to prepare for. You will be safe and well and very ready to embrace the new world. Wow, what a reading. Okay. That worked out quite well. That worked out quite well, did it? Okay. Maybe for the Divine Feminine, she knows that change is on these. She can see it. Okay, she knows that you're being suspended. And also she knows that you are fearful. And it's all a bit too much. We'll see what the unicorns want to say. Best friends. True friends stick together no matter what. I'm still feeling that there's still this element of another partner on the scene. Even though she seems like she's a dragon and causes so much chaos, she's trying to trick the Divine Masculine. It's like she's throwing him the best friend card. I felt like here it was the end of the world for her because, I want to say, because of a separation. And there's just so much that's suspending the Divine Masculine here. And I feel like he's being blamed for this situation. Best friends. This card says that you need to spend time with a friend. Perhaps you had a fight with your body, or one of you needs some extra attention. There's definitely someone pulling on the Divine Masculine's, pulling his strings like he's a puppet. Take some time today to contact this person and share your feelings with each other. The time that you share is a big gift to both of you. It also helps you become even closer. So I actually feel, as the Divine Masculine is like trying to move into this this new beginning, actually this other feminine karmic energy is wanting to get closer and closer and closer, wanting to talk. It's kind of like, oh, just when the Divine Masculine decided, okay, I know what I'm doing, there's a spanner that's been thrown in the works. Sometimes you might feel alone in the world. At these times, remember that you always have the angels with you. Ask them to help you with your friendships. The angels can bring new people into your life whom you really like. So I'm not sure that you really like this this karmic partner. Well, you kind of like, feel like she's a bit of a dragon, a witch, a wicked witch. All you need to do, sorry, the unicorns. The angels can bring new people into your life whom you'll really like. The unicorns can also help you feel happy whenever you're sad or alone. All you need to do is think about the angels and they'll help you right away. We all need friends, and spending time with them is the way that people become our best friends. So reach out to the people you like today. Talk about your feelings, play games, laugh, take a walk, eat lunch together, or just sit and watch the clouds go by. No matter what you do, it's better to do it with your best friend. So Divine Masculine, it does feel as if you're being led down another path. Not the one that you really want to take, but it feels as if you feel it's only right. I feel like you've been made to feel extremely guilty here. We still have this husband card sitting here, so, but is this true love? I'm going to have a look now into what's going on now. So what do you need to clear through now? Okay, so let's look at the present moment. Need a miracle? Good deeds. Stand on the right side of that justice. Okay, so we have miracle. Keep praying for that miracle then. Queen of Cups. Okay, I'm talking to the Divine Feminine. You believe in miracles? Well, your Divine Masculine seems like he's in denial. So if you carry on, well, as you always should be, you are a miracle, Divine Feminine. So you carry on spreading that light. But I feel here, because we've got the Divine Feminine, you can see really inside it's a sun sparkler. And then you can see the Divine Feminine here with the rainbow in her cup and the stars. So I want to say, carry on sending those positive affirmations, those intentions for a miracle to occur. Okay? Not just for you, but for your counterpart as well. Yeah. This means, you know, using all techniques of wishing on a star. We have the exercise with the dandelion, so every time you see a dandelion, blow it up! Blow it up with those wishes, send them out. Very much feminine here, assisting the Divine Masculine energetically. Let's carry on. The star for the Queen of Cups with a miracle. So you don't lose your faith in miracles, okay? Don't go into denial. And then you've got the world. So you're the person for the job, Divine Feminine, seeing as you're stable within the world here in the Victory Reef. So you should be able to do this. Feels like it's a magic wand. I picked up on it before, but with the eagle. But it's like the magic wand here. They're going to take those miracles, hand them over. It's like you're actually talking to the angel here, discussing which wishes you're sending out today. It don't have to be the same ones all the time, okay? Mix it up a bit. For the greatest good of all. That's what them good deeds are. We're going to take, okay, these two. So again, we have the Divine Feminine. All heading and looking this way, guys. How can I show you? And then we have the Divine Masculine here. Might take his time. I just feel with the retro, okay? It's just like, I felt like he was getting into his groove. Boogie nights. I felt as if the Divine Masculine might be suffering from nightmares. Okay, so nighttime, make sure you're sending out these. And I want to say just wishing your Divine Masculine beautiful dreams and wishes to be fulfilled and revealed within dream states. Okay, I was going to show you these, how you can see the lineup. That's what it is, a lineup. You'll see the way that they're all looking, apart from the Divine Masculine. Okay, he's going to pick up on this. So we have the miracle here, and the Queen of Cups, the star, all looking this way, the world, and the manifestation card of the Two of Wands as partial success. So now that you're stable, Divine Feminine, you can help to work and help to manifest your Divine Masculine's desires. Okay, he's going to feel this love. You're filling up his cup of love. Okay, he's got the Holy Grail there. The Holy Trail. Okay. Right, let me spin these back around. So, Divine Feminine, you seem to be very much in the present, okay, in the now. Let's have a look at what the Angels of Light would like to say. Archangel Zadkiel. Okay, before I read Archangel Zadkiel, let's have a look at this sun sparkler. Miracle. Sun sparkler, integrity is what turns on the light. Darkville, where the Divine Masculine is at the moment, is a town of self-centered people. One day, Betty is given too much change after making a purchase and she returns the extra money. A brilliant light bursts from the stump of the dead oak tree in the centre of the town. And I feel you could be better, okay? The citizens are bewildered by the sudden brightness, like a deer in headlights, but neither question the sun sparkler nor change their cheating ways. One day a child asks it why it came. It tells her that it shines for all that is good in the world and appears when a good deed occurs. The residents of Darkville are touched and become more selfless. I want to say your divine masculine is going to feel that you're doing this, okay? He's going to be touched by it. How beautiful. It's a selfless act, isn't it? Inspiration. Do you let someone in or do you pretend not to see them? So regardless if the divine masculine is pretending not to see you, it makes no difference to you, okay? You still put out these good deeds and intentions, and especially intending for your divine masculine, okay, to receive a miracle. You cannot shut out pain without shutting out pleasure. Kindness exists to lend magic to integrity. Your kindness is lending this magic, okay? It's like by you being kind, you're lending the magic to the divine masculine to help him to step into his integral state. Personal inquiry. The essence of inspiration is integrity, and I do feel this will be transmuted through dreams. So you just wake up and maybe realise what a miracle he is, that it's a miracle. For one, that he's here. So I'm not sure what he's been through. He could go through some serious chaos. I mean, we can be talking, you know, near-death experiences. Key idea is being a light, lighting the way for others, and coming miracles. It's like they're coming, divine masculine. Okay, he doesn't have the strength to summon up a miracle himself. You're his counterpart. Keywords: integrity, gifts, and reward. You are a gift to the divine masculine. He's going to see that. Okay, the meditation, divine feminine. Imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. And I want to say, as you're sending out these intentions, okay, affirmations, I actually feel they're more incantations. That's when you state. Affirmation is you kind of ask, where an incantation is you demand for a miracle. It's all to do with the power behind the intention. So imagine a warm yellow light pouring down from the heavens. So you can imagine this pouring over your divine masculine. Okay? Stand directly under the vibrant energy as it showers over you. Allow all material worries to melt away. Sun Sparkler will speak to you now. When you are finished, return to your normal consciousness and write down what you have heard. So I feel the divine masculine is going to feel this light come over him. He's going to receive messages, and he's going to know they're from you, divine feminine. And I imagine he's going to write them down and journal. So let's have a look at Archangel Zadkiel. Archangel Zadkiel will help you find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. So this is really helping the divine masculine, okay, to find some tolerance and to forgive himself and others. It will help you to find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. My throat chakra's really got blocked up. I actually feel, okay, how can I, if I was kind of like, I feel like I was going to drown in my own blood. I just felt like there could have been a neck injury and blood pouring, and it's just like you're choking on your own. Sounds quite gross, doesn't it? But listen, this is what's coming out. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualise yourself in the violet flame and invoke Archangel Zadkiel to help you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. It's definitely something to do with the throat, like something's blocked the airway. You are blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you are ready to walk the path of light. Affirmation, I am cleansed within the violet flame. Now that violet flame, Divine Feminine, we've got the violet behind it, or purple. The third eye, the crown chakra, the violet flame. It's violet behind, isn't it? Okay, wow. So I'm really not sure what the Divine Masculine's gone through, but I feel very much choked up. Let's look at what the Rider-Waite wants to say. He needs a miracle. If it's going by what's, the story that came out in the past, it does look like he could be hooked up with not a very nice character. Not nice at all. Doesn't look the same, does it? The Queen of Cups. I've turned the star in reverse. She's nothing like the Divine Feminine. Complete opposite when it comes to tolerance and forgiveness, understanding, giving selflessly. Complete contrast, complete different contrast. And through contrast we find clarity. So not a very nice Queen of Cups. The Divine Masculine, look, even make the cherubs high. Even make the cherubs, the Divine Masculine could even make the cherubs high. But you can't do anything for this one. I was going to say the cherubs hide. So this one, kind of everyone hides from her. But I felt the Divine Masculine can really make the cherubs fly high. Okay. I feel here this cup, we have the Divine Masculine here with this cup. I feel like he's trying to explain to this Queen of Cups. She looks quite sad. What she's hearing. Home truths. It's definitely about the Divine Masculine moving on to his legacy. He's being offered. If this is him hiding, or the angels are hiding, maybe listening to the conversation. Interesting. The little angel, it's got a fish in one hand, and then the other, it looks like it's reaching up. But it doesn't really look like a hand. But it's kind of like, if you have a look, it's reaching up, towards that cloud there. So behind the scenes, the Divine Masculine, he's in love. He wants to, I'm going to say with the Divine Feminine. And he wants to move on to this new beginning. But he's hiding. There's union with the Divine Feminine. This lion's scowling at the Divine Masculine here. I feel like this one's a plain Jane. And it's like, who are you offering your love to? His face, I mean, this should be spiritual union, but I'm starting to feel as if maybe he's thinking that he's needing to really mend things with this one. Be a waste of time, but it's not your time, Divine Feminine, that's being wasted. It's the Divine Masculine's time. You're sending out miracles constantly, different things, not just for your Divine Masculine, but you want love, this oneness for all. Would help if you could send some miracles for this one as well. And I don't feel that's with the masculine, like everything being perfect with them. I just don't think that's ever going to be. There's too much of a contrast to what the Divine Masculine's experienced. Okay, so Two of Cups. Yeah, it's just such a heavy burden on the Divine Masculine. It's just hiding. Returning to somebody from the past, memories of love, and that's what he's blocking out. So you could send some sweet memories the Divine Masculine's way. Because he's blocking, he's just on a big blockade. We're getting one more. Okay, but you know this, Divine Feminine, so stay steady and centered. It's part of the process, okay? It's the Divine Masculine that has to surrender. Okay, let's have a look at what the unicorns want to say. It's about being thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for, and this is going to be, oh, look at the, I feel this is the Divine Feminine. She's all cuddled up with her pussycat and the unicorn, and I feel that that's transmuting the energy through others, sending this love. So it's like feeling thankful, and I feel the Divine Masculine picks up on this. It's like the Divine Feminine is a miracle in his eyes. Love from your parents, so there's definitely this holdback. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. This could be involving children, especially when I said that you could make the cherubs high rather than making them hide. So love from your parents. This could be not just the best friend card being pulled, but also the parent card. Best friends. Divine Feminine, true friends stick together no matter what. So you are the Divine Masculine's best friend. You stick together no matter what. We'll leave it there. Because there's too much manipulation going on here. He needs a miracle. He seriously, like, he believes he needs a miracle. Okay, let's have a look at the random cards. They're just falling out, aren't they? Father. Son. Envy. This feminine does not want to lose the Divine Masculine. Okay. But I don't feel that she may be just starting to show appreciation and obviously the perfect time to do that. She's obsessed with him, the Divine Masculine. She's keeping tracks on him. It's been coming out just to kind of don't contact your Divine Masculine in the physical because it does feel like he's being tracked. And that's just going to put additional pressure and cause him additional shit, isn't it? If he's already going through a tricky situation, don't add that to your Divine Masculine through your neediness of needing to know what's going on or feeling that you can be the rescuer. You can do that energetically. Yeah, you're a master manifester. Come on, Divine Feminines. You've got the energy of the magician here. Okay. D'Artagnan's coming up. 1 for all and all for one. Musker hounds are always ready. 1 for all and all for one. Helping everybody. Okay, man's best friend is a dog. The Divine Masculine might have a dog. He might be attracting dogs. But Divine Feminine seems to have pussycats and unicorns. Divine Masculine, I feel he's got dogs and dragons around him. Man's best friend, dog. If you looked at that, oh, I haven't got it, I was going for the Hangman. But if you looked at that from another perspective, it's God. Okay, so dogs, Divine Masculine. Dogs and dragons, Divine Feminine. Pussycats and unicorns. You're a master manifester. Mrs. Do as you're told. For one, I feel you, Divine Feminine, do what you're guided to do, okay? Pray for a miracle. You don't need to pray for it, you can send it out. You have the energy of the Master Manifester. You have that power, that incantation. This is do as you're told, but also the Divine Masculine is being told what to do because he's got responsibilities. This other feminine depends on him. But do you know who the Divine Masculine depends on? You, Divine Feminine. You're his miracle. You're his coming miracle. Let's end the present. The present. You are a present. You're a gift. Okay, so use your gifts wisely. Use your wishes wisely. And use your power wisely as well. with the wisest of intentions. Okay, let's have a look at the middle message then. That's within the Oracle of Shadows and Light for this present energy. We've got the Lantern Fairy, a clear solution. Okay, it's beautiful. Card number 24. So we saw the Divine Masculine in the Hermit in the last reading. In the past energy, he's present, is you, but he's stuck in the past. Okay. 24. Okay, so we're having a look at what the Lantern Fairy wants to say. The Lantern Fairy speaks. Sometimes people say you should be cautious about where information is coming from. And that is indeed true. I am simply holding up the lantern I carry and gently letting you see the likely outcome of the decisions you are making and offering a clear solution to the problem at hand. Something has come to an end, a true end, and you have, as they say, hit the wall. You could try digging under it, or climbing over it, or you could try taking down the wall brick by brick. But if you follow me, I can show you a place where the wall has already come down, and where you can move through this obstacle without pain. Do not think this is cheating. There have been others who have come this way, and while you can tread the path the way you wish, I can help you make the breakthrough, find the passageway you're looking for. My guidance is safe, clear, and gentle. I am not here to send you in a false direction. I am here to clear the way and light the path. It is up to you whether you make it harder than it needs to be. I'll show you the way, trust me. Okay, so I feel because the Divine Masculine's kind of branded himself as a cheater, okay, this way through is not cheating. You have to get out of this situation, Divine Masculine. And your Divine Feminine does have the breakthrough that you're looking for. So be aware what signs, synchronizations, what your dreams are telling you. Should we look into the future then? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Like true love. True. Oh, Divine Masculine. I thought that was true love. Was that from the last time? Divine Masculine. You're the underlying energy there. You've hit a wall. Something's happened to you. It doesn't feel good. Something's happened to, it's been hard. You've taken a hard belt. I spoke about near death. Violence, maybe. It's been hard. It's like you're going to kill yourself, Divine Masculine. If you don't get out of the way. A deer caught in headlights. I have some beautiful roses I picked, but they were drooping, so I decided to pick them. I was going to put them in my hair. And they smell lovely. Smell the roses. Beautiful little. It's a petal here. Oh, a bit droopy. Smell divine. Make time to smell the roses, guys. Okay, sit over there. Should we look into the future? Is that what we're going to do? We're going to make ample time to smell roses. Don't need to, we just have the time. What is time? Well, it's running out for the Divine Masculine, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go into the future. We're going to go back to the future. Okay. Let's look into the future energy then. Growth. Speaks about dying. Grass. Your message is best expressed when you are uniquely you. The legend, Grass is excited. He is ready to tell his best friend Weed that he is gay, but Weed reacts negatively. Grass, I feel, is a divine masculine. He's excited, he's ready to tell his best friend Weed, and I feel that could be the divine feminine, that he is gay, but Weed reacts negatively. We could spin it around the other way. And it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. Let's turn it around then. Is Grass the divine feminine and the divine masculines reacted negatively? Okay. And I want to say negatively because the divine feminine announced that she was in love with the divine masculine. So we'll get there. It's all good. She was being uniquely herself. So Grass is excited. Let's change it to the divine feminine is excited. She is ready to tell her best friend, the divine masculine, that she is in love. But the divine masculine reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for the divine feminine. For years, she is turned down for jobs, and even when she applies for an apartment. Divine feminine fights for the right to live where she wants and wins, but soon after she moves into her new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks her. In the hospital, her loved ones gather, sharing stories of who the divine feminine was to them. She dies, leaving behind her legacy of love and courage. That's what I'm reading it. You can swap it around if you want. Inspiration, Grass says, break away, or divine feminine says, break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, grow. Personal inquiry, what have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? Key ideas, taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, teaching by example. Keywords, warrior, peace, courage. Meditation, find a peaceful place where you can listen to the sounds outside. In your mind's eye, watch the grass sway in the wind. Allow images to come to you as you see a road and wander down it. Where do you find yourself? If you wish, write down what you see. So this is very much about feelings, how you would feel really if you didn't get to express how wonderful the divine feminine is in the divine masculine's eyes, and likewise, but I do feel as if the divine masculine knows how much the divine feminine adores him. I mean, that should be really apparent. It was the divine masculine's issue with that become very apparent. So what happens if something happens to one of you and you never got a chance to say the things that you wanted to say? That's a chance we all take and a price we'll all have to pay. It's 12:12. Let's carry on and have a look. There you are, divine masculine. What are you looking at? Offering this love. King of Swords. I feel very much you're in your head now. But looking into the future, so it looks like the divine masculine's having a really good think here. Moving on after he's become present. He really realises what's happening now. And the Queen of Cups. So it looks like he wants to talk to the divine feminine. Yeah. Okay, so the underlying energy is the divine counterparts together, exchanging love, hand fasting. Hand fasting, saying hello, I felt, quickly. I feel actually there's a growth spurt for the Divine Masculine. When he thinks of this doesn't feel very good, doesn't it? To find out maybe, you know, you're a Divine Feminine. You lost your chance. What if something happened to her? The Hangman, he's looking at how long has it taken him to offer love. Has he ever really, truly offered love? Old-fashioned here. And then we have him in his head, wanting to actually talk the truth. He looks like the Queen of Swords there, so wanting to speak the truth now. The Divine Feminine here. This beautiful mermaid with her rainbow cup. He's sitting in this cup. And then we have the Divine Feminine who's in the world again, which is really denoting the Divine Feminine today. Completions. So I feel like before she moves on into this different realm, because it may feel as if, you know, he might not be able to pick up on her energy. Like she's gone and she'll move on. And the Divine Masculine will stay where he is. And it's like never to be seen again. How does that feel? Well, let's have a look at what the Angels of Light want to say. Generosity. There's definitely generosity here. And appreciating people whilst they are alive. And not speaking about them like behind their back once they're dead, talking about how courageous and inspirational they were. Maybe if they heard that while they were alive, they might not be dead. You don't know how destiny plans out, or what the plan is. Tomorrow is promised to no one. So we've got generosity. Generosity is a quality of spirit. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. It is an attitude of mind, which means that you are happy to give without expecting in return. Drawing this card invites you to be generous-hearted, and indicates that you are ready to aspire to this noble quality. Angel wisdom suggests that you give of yourself freely, openly and lovingly. And that's what the Divine Feminine did for you, Divine Masculine. She gave of herself freely, openly and lovingly. And it was you that reject her, threw judgment onto her. Angel wisdom suggests that you give of yourself freely, openly and lovingly. The rewards for generosity are great, for all that you give from an open heart is returned to you multiplied. Affirmation, I am generous-hearted. You need to show it, Divine Masculine. There's no point just saying it, you need to show it. You need to be that generous-hearted. Okay, where are we going from here? Well, let's go to the Rider-Waite. Excuse me. Now I feel like you just want to hold on to the Divine Feminine. That's your treasure. The Divine Feminine. The thought of losing her is crucifying. There's a fly in the room, it's just past me, my ear. So now you want to go charging him. You just have a look, because you're needing to be spiritually strong. You need to tell the truth and you need to transform. There's a lot that you need to do, Divine Masculine. You need to ground this in, make this right. Build firm foundations with the Divine Feminine. Let go of what's happened in the past. You look absolutely petrified about what's worse to live with. Now you're thinking about this, about how hurt you feel. I want to say when you think of this, and it kind of sets you onto the right path. It's like you're going to change this. You're going to transform these thoughts and situations around. Okay. Okay then. What's the bottom of the deck? Unconditional love. Got that Holy Grail here. It's like love is all that matters at the end of the day. But you don't want to get to the end of the day to find that out, do you? On your deathbed. It'd be better if you discovered that and embraced that before. At least you get to enjoy it. Whilst you're here this lifetime. So let's have a look at the magical unicorns. Just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. And I feel you can just be yourself with the Divine Feminine. So why don't you just be? Why don't you just be that? Let's read what the guidance is. Where's the book? Okay. Sometimes you may worry whether other people like you. At those times you may pretend to be somebody other than yourself. For example, you may try to act, talk or dress like someone you admire. Now, your Divine Feminine likes you. This card says that you're great right now. You don't need to act like anyone else. In fact, things will go a lot better and you'll feel happier if you'll just be yourself. You need to tell the truth, Divine Masculine. The problem, I was going to say the problem many have. Okay, it doesn't say that. My ears are ringing. The problem may not be with you, but with the people around you. Perhaps they're trying to change you. Change is a part of life and there may be behaviours that you can improve upon within yourself. But be sure that you're not trying to change into a different person. And also know that true friends love you as you are and won't try to change you into someone new. True friends will ask you to stop dangerous behaviours, but they won't try to change you in ways that make you feel bad about yourself. So spend your time with true friends instead of with people who don't understand you. This card also says that things go better when you trust your intuition. You already know what to do in your heart. Trust this inner truth and act upon it. Great inventions, books and businesses are born when someone follows their own inner voice. You too are here to make a positive difference in this world. And the best way to do so is by being true to yourself. Okay, let's look at the random cards and we're going to get this reading wrapped up. Hard. 69, this is just the yin yang coming together. It's hard. It's the hardest part. Once you're over this, life will never be that hard ever again. You have to believe in that. It is the hardest part. And sorry seems to be the hardest word, we know. You've got a daughter here. I felt first of all as if a fatherly energy, a protectiveness. I feel like there's a responsibility. The Divine Masculine feels that you look after the Divine Feminine like his own. Take on that philosophy. That's not a bad philosophy to take on. Grey, joke, sister. How the hell am I meant to make sense of that? Grey, joke, sister. Someone might think that you're a joke. There's a sister here. Daughter. A treat. So, oh, okay. Envy. People around you, Divine Masculine, are envious of you. They think you're a joke. So whether or not you spoke about this, or whether you smoke, whether you smoke about, maybe you smoke weed, grass, whether you spoke about the Divine Feminine. I don't know, but there's something here about being a joke, grey, sister, and a treat. Envy. Well, I do feel like, Divine Masculine, whatever's going on, you deserve a treat. You're a bit grey. People look at you as being a bit of a joke. There is a sister here. It's time for you to have a treat. We're going to, let's do the Journey of Love cards. Puppy love. You need to go after what you love, Divine Masculine, whether or not other people think it's a joke. The Student and Mr. Romantic. Oh, my heart's beating really fast. Okay, so people haven't seen this side of you, Divine Masculine. You need to just be yourself. You're Mr. Romantic. I'm Mr. Lover. Feminine compassion. You're being laughed at, Divine Masculine. They won't laugh if you kind of pop it. If you pop it. What are we popping? Klingles normally. Okay, but what? It's like if you pop, is it called pop your clogs? Pop your clogs. If you were to die, what would they say then? It's like, what is it that people are actually choosing to judge you on? And how would that really like sum up in the accounts if it came to you actually dying? People can judge us on really weird things, yeah, and choose whether to love us because of our actions and the way that we behave. Okay. Well, we're going to end on this Oracle of Shadows and Light. Just be yourself. The right people will show up that love you for who you are. The others will be moved out of the way. They'll be the ones, the joke's on them. At the end of the day, the joke will be on them. Okay. Oh, come on. How many? We're just reading the last messages for here, the divination message. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe. Let's start with this one. Okay, looking into the future, guys, and thank you for sticking with me. We're going to get this wrapped up at some point. A perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you, but whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities than you are aware of, or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions, but not all advice will be right for you. Careful who you're listening to, Divine Masculine. 2 little witches. Is that who you're listening to? 2 little witches. Okay. 30. Make the mundane work for you. It's time to conduct a house clearing, followed by a house blessing. Here is an easy pointer. New locations, either the smallest of changes for household objects or rearrangements of what goes where in your bedroom, or an entire move is very much on your mind. And when these twin witches show up with their brooms of power, okay, right. There was a full stop. We're meant to stop there. Okay. Oh, so, okay, it looks like there's 3 things that could be on the agenda. Or 1 of 3, maybe all of them. Here is an easy pointer. New locations, either the smallest of changes for household objects or rearrangements of what goes where in your bedroom, or an entire move to is very much on your mind when these twin witches show up with their brooms of power. If there's anything keeping you back from making that change, please make small, useful and symbolic gestures. Shift the furniture and clear away what you no longer need. Whenever we make a change, we always rediscover stuff we've been hanging on to. Stuff that's weighed us down without our even realising it was there. It's time for a space clear for you. Next. Grumpy Red Fairy. To some people in the world, sadly but oh so truly, it is all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they've put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others like you and the Grumpy Red Fairy feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. So the two little witches here, when their brooms come, it's time for a space clearing, okay, to clear up, to move. I feel that's for both counterparts, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. And the same here. Okay. So to some people in this world, sadly but oh so truly, it's all about fitting in, all about playing by the rules. And because they've put so many restrictions on themselves, they get very disapproving when others like you and the Grumpy Red Fairy feel free enough to be themselves, to express themselves in exciting and dynamic and creative ways. When the Grumpy Red Fairy comes to play, it may be time to really just be your own true self, whoever that is, from day to day. Wear black, experiment with your hair and your own personal style. Play the drums, join a rock band, just don't fake it. Don't smile and be sugary sweet and all nicey nice just because you think that's how you should be. Be real, be authentic, be funny, be you. Try different things, find out who you are. Then the smiles that do come will be genuine and will warm the hearts of us all. And we shall end with card number 33, the Dress of Alchemy, Release Your Power. Please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear and guilt. Once you are clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. After this has taken place, expect symbols and signs to pour in. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and will not be misled. Do not expect to have no change after her arrival. Relationships and situations based on ego-centered concepts containing toxic energies will fall away naturally, and you will now ask for your worth. This is not hubris, overweening pride. It is self-love in action. And we're going to end on a Mother Mary card. What I want to sing. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. It's getting hot. Let's see what the Mother Mary wants to end on. The message. Okay, we're not sure. Our Lady of Peaceful Change. Card number 12. Change is coming to you now, my dear child. It is a change that has been triggered by the loving prayers held deep within your heart. This change does not have to be difficult for you. Trust in me, and I shall ensure that you are supported through this change, that you are held safely and securely in my heart as you transition from one way to another. I would like you to use your energy for more worthy purposes than unnecessary worry. Trust me a little more and know that the changes you are encountering now, or soon will, are actually the blessing of my answer to your prayers. Our Lady of Peaceful Change comes to us when change is either happening now or is on its way to us soon, as an answer to a prayer. Not all change has to be difficult. Change can evoke thoughts of upheaval, uncertainty, instability, and even fear. We all have different capacity to accept change with equanimity, depending on the circumstances and situation. Sometimes it might seem very frightening indeed. At other times it might not be so frightening. It may even be considered exciting, even whilst there are moments of confusion or uncertainty. Our Mother Mary understands that sometimes change feels very challenging, and sometimes there is very good reason for this. Perhaps the sheer magnitude of the change requires a lot of emotional energy in order for us to be able to take the leap. In such situations, we might actually need a bit of a push from life or a nudge from the Divine Mother to take the steps. Those nudges will come in the form of life circumstances that urge us to loosen our grip and let life happen more freely. Sometimes it will be a gentle lull in the waves of the great ocean of life, and we relax, let go and flow. At other times we need a great big wave to overcome us in order to let go, and realise that it is actually safe to flow. The fear was only about letting go. I felt here a great big wave. It was like waving to the Divine Feminine. Okay. However, the Holy Mother also knows that there are plenty of times when we worry or fear through change, and it is not necessary for us to do so at all. Our Lady of Peaceful Change comes to you now to allay any concerns you have about a change that is taking place right now or will soon come to you. She tells you that everything is going to work out for the best, and that although there might be some adjustments to make, there is nothing to be concerned about. She has taken care of all the details, and you can relax and trust that if you need to attend to something, you will feel an inner nudge to do so. She's also letting you know that this change in circumstance or situation will actually feel much better for you. It will free you up from something that you weren't consciously aware was holding you back. She asks that you trust her, and trust that as you adjust to the change, you will realise that it is an answer to a prayer. The Oracle of Our Lady of Peaceful Change brings a general piece of guidance for those who have drawn this card, which is to trust a little more. Whether you relate to the experience of change in your life as happening now, or believe that it needs to happen, she is asking you to pray to her and trust. All is happening in perfect timing, and whilst you can do all that is in your power when you can, don't believe that you have to force something to be. Change happens naturally as we grow. Trust it, trust yourself, and trust her. Wow. Okay. Journey of love. Been on for a while, guys. 1 hour, 18 minutes. It's a long one, isn't it? The Spiral Dance of the Goddess. Card number 29. Not paying attention. Okay. From a point of light unfolding, we become a soul, then incarnate into a sacred body, and our lives become a work of divine art. A speck of heavenly presence manifesting itself through dimensions of time and space, and into a life on earth made manifest. The extraordinary fact of your existence is a divine happening. In fact, you're a miracle. Okay. As though the light of the moon is dancing not only upon the water, but inside of it, your ancient light is dripping into the mud of the earth. This is how the soul becomes a divine human in the making. as you sense yourself moving and shifting from light to dark and back again, from knowing to unknowing. You are weaving your consciousness, your divinity, into sacred expression, manifesting your soul essence into the form of your life. Threading the light through the darkness without even realising you are doing it, you are gently impregnating the matter of your body, of your life with light. Your body and your life becomes luminous, radiant, and you assist others even just through your presence. It sounds wonderful, and it is, yet it is not always an easy path. As the light travels through darkness, pain and suffering can arise in waves. Best to be present to it, trust that it is not a permanent condition, and wait for the spiral to twist from dark to light again, always moving closer and closer to the purity of the centre and expanding outward eternally, as though you are being inhaled by the divine, filling cosmic lungs as they reach far and wide, taking in all of life. The message of this oracle to you is that you are growing. You are bringing more of your light into form. You may be meeting obstacles in yourself and in the world, but this is because you are bringing through the light. If there were nothing happening, there would be no obstacles. Bless them as signs that you are proceeding and empower them no more. You shall be, or else it's just divine timing. Okay. Here's the poem. The inner movement in expressive flow, an outward breath of dance and light, becoming one, becoming free. Beautiful. Guys, have yourself a fantastic Thursday, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.